Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now, let's try to see what is the main message for today. Okay, we have here the Nine of Swords. Something is taking your attention and is giving you a lot of anxieties. For some of you, this thing might have given you sleepless nights. For some of you, you were not able to sleep well. Okay, you were able to sleep, but it was a difficult sleep. Okay, whatever it is, right now, it's troubling you. Now try to see how this resonates with you at this moment. I don't know if it is a relationship. I don't know if it is related to your career. Whatever it is troubling you, giving you a lot of anxieties. For some of you, you are even having body pains at this moment. Maybe pain on your neck, on your upper shoulders, on your spine. It might even radiate to your hands and arms. For some of you, it might be even giving you headaches. If you start to have such body symptoms, try to see. It might be something that has been causing you anxiety and is now manifesting in your body. So try to see what is it. Maybe you need to give attention to it right now. Now let's see how this will further unfold. Okay, for some of you, the one that came to me right now is hangover. So for some of you, it's a hangover and it's causing you a lot of pain. So for some of you, maybe you celebrated or you met somebody last night and now you're having a bad day. Maybe some of you hangover. Some of you, you just feel tired. Maybe you even overslept because you had a fitful sleep last night. So it can be like that also. So the cards might be explaining that maybe you over-celebrated yesterday and now you are suffering the consequences of getting too much excess of certain things. Okay, so it can be that way. For some of you, maybe it's affecting your laboratories right now. It just came to me right now and I'm just channeling it. So if this has been happening, this has become already a ritual in your life, maybe you could try to, for some of you, there might be a need for you to have a general laboratory checkup. I don't know why it came to me. Try to see if it resonates with you, and if it does, then don't hesitate. Go have that check on your chemistry. Okay. Don't take it as a doctor's advice. Take it as an advice of a friend. If you need to seek consult to a doctor because of some pains, then do so. Okay. It's good to be on the safer side than to regret it sooner or later. So don't take it as a medical advice. Take it as a concerned advice of a friend. If you are not feeling well, maybe there's a need for you to seek consult. Now, these two cards can also mean that at this time, you are having anxiety. Something is causing you discomfort, even sorrow, anxieties, body pains. Now the second card, which is the Three of Cups, can also symbolize that whatever anxieties or difficulty you have right now, it will soon pass. These two will pass. And the next card, which is the Three of Cups, shows celebration. So that's another possibility through these cards. So try to see which of these possibilities resonates with you. If right now it's not related to what you did in the last night, then it can be that it is something else. Well, somehow the cards also give that assurance that if you are suffering right now, this too will pass, and sooner or later there will be celebration. Now, it's a celebration among those who truly cares about you. So I feel at this moment, if you are suffering on something or maybe suffering a certain anxiety, I think you will find assistance, help, and support from those who truly cares, those who truly understand you. And sooner or later, it will pass. And these people, they might even choose to journey with you at this moment when, for some of you, you might feel the loneliest, even if these friends cannot reach you to the deepest part of your person. Knowing that somebody is there, even if they feel helpless, could mean a great thing. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. For some of you, whatever this thing that is causing you anxiety right now, you might need to let them go. We have here the Four of Cups. Maybe you need to distance yourself a little from the situation or from that thing that is causing you anxiety, just for a moment, so that you can have a more objective point of view of the situation. Because maybe while you are so close in the situation, it makes you feel helpless, it makes you feel as if there is no solution. Maybe if you distance yourself from the cups, you will find the answer, which can be symbolized by the cup that is being offered by a hand coming out of a cloud. The new cup can be the inspiration or the answer to this anxiety. But to be able for you to find this answer, maybe there's a need for you to distance yourself from the situation so that you can look at the situation in a more objective way. For some of you, maybe the answer to getting rid of this that causes you anxiety and sleepless nights is to completely let it go. If it is something that the more you try to solve gets even worse, maybe it's time for you to let it go and ask the divine and your spirit guides and your angels to solve the problem for you. Sometimes the more we try to solve a problem, the worse it gets. When such moments come, it's time for us to let it go and allow the universe to handle it. Sometimes we need to allow also the situation to unfold itself or to resolve itself. There are certain situations where if you let them go, they will resolve on their own. So these are the things that we can get from the cards at this moment. I hope if it resonates with you, the messages we received from the cards has somehow helped you look at that situation in a different angle, and maybe might have given you the answers to whatever questions you might have at this time. Let's now go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the message for today comes from Herman Melville. And the message is, it is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Well, when I try to look at life, I don't see anything truly original. Everything is an imitation, in the beginning, an imitation of something. Because oftentimes when we get to be inspired, this can be debatable, but my point of view in this thing is that everything that we do starts with something coming from a certain person. Like, for example, you get to be inspired by somebody's idea. One good example are the videos we see in TikTok. You see somebody doing something and others try to imitate it, and it becomes more and more interesting. I guess the important thing in this message is that when you are inspired to do something, and even if you got that inspiration from someone, well, make it original. Express yourself. Express your originality. It's only by putting into it our original or our personal touch that something becomes marvelous, interesting, beautiful. Because if you completely try to imitate what the other people did without putting your personal flavor in it, it will be something will be lacking in it. You'll have that phrase, something is missing somewhere, something like that. So it's okay. I mean, nothing is original at this time. I mean, the things that we learn, the things that we did, this came from others who went ahead of us. But the important thing there is that when you adapt it as part of you, you put your personal touch in it, your originality. If you completely imitate it just as it is, something will be missing. It will not be something interesting because it will be just an imitation of something. It will only be the best that it can be is second best, because you will be just second to the person who originally did it. But if you put your personal touch in it, then it has that possibility to be the best expression of you. So it's very important for us. It's okay to get inspiration from others, but when you adapt it into yourself, then put your personal touch in it. It's like you already involved yourself into doing it, then give it your best and give it your personal touch in it. Now, of course, you have to consider some legal things, like, for example, copyrights and everything. Yeah, well, that's already a different situation. These things you need to respect. But what I am trying to express here, what I'm trying to say to you here is that everything that we are doing on this earth came from other people. The inspiration that we have, usually the universe inspires us from what we see in the environment that we have. So the important thing is, whatever it is, you respect also, like, for example, certain copyrights, you respect other people wanting to protect their craft, you respect all these things. But whether you like it or not, everything that you can debate on it, everything that we are doing now came from somebody or from something else. It becomes original when you put your personal touch in it. Like, for example, a certain thing coming from somebody or from the environment becomes a jumping board for something new. Like, for example, the fast computers now came from the old computers that run the system DOS. And in a certain sense also, all the technologies that we have came from other technologies that came ahead of us. But it was improved on because those who were inspired to improve on it placed their originality in it. So even if it's debatable, I somehow feel there is no really original thing in this world. It's something that came from something else, but it becomes original and personal when you put your personal touch in it. Well, that's it for today. Whatever it is, if we try to relate it in our tarot card reading, what might be giving you anxiety is something that you don't really feel inspired to do. Well, and maybe something that you cannot truly express who you truly are. Maybe it's time for you to let it go. Just like in the Four of Cups, and pursue something that will set you on fire. The universe is offering you a new cup. It can be something that will set you on fire, that will allow you to express your personal, original ideas or self. It will allow you to express yourself. Okay, so that's it for today. So always remember, respect boundaries, respect other people's rights, respect all these things. And if you are inspired to do something, make it original. Give it your personal touch. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.